we live? I messed up. Fixing one more setting. Okay, well, here we go.
Where darkness hides secrets, and mountains are fierce and bold. Deep waters hold reflections of times lost long ago. I will hear every story, take hold of my own dream. Be as strong as the seas are stormy, and birds and eagles scream. I will run, I will fly, chase the wind and touch the sky. I will fly, chase the wind and touch the sky.
What's up? It's Jomboy and Jake Radio. It's Monday morning, March 11th. Happy birthday to my dear sister, Ritzy. This, Jake, this song, do you have any guess what the theme is and what we just listened to?
Irish Folk Week.
Yeah.
St. Patrick's Day, yeah.
There you go. So this was the song from Brave. I've never seen Brave. But, I mean, if I was going to listen to Irish music, I would accept that into my Irish mix.
Okay.
I think I had one song that I was like, if we do an Irish week, I need this song on here. But Brave. I never seen Brave. You ever seen Brave?
Yeah, what's the deal? Is Brave good?
I don't know. That song sounded good.
540 mil in the box office. Pixar, Walt Disney. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'd watch Brave at some point.
Okay. Sounds like, what's the other one that people love? The Ice and the Frozen.
Frozen, they call it.
Brave is an Irish version of Frozen?
I don't know. I mean, I think some people could get offended by that. Well, you get offended by anything nowadays. It looks like a good flick. Got some powerful red hair.
Yeah, you know I like powerful hair.
You do?
I do.
Merida? I can't tell. Merida. That's the main character's title.
Irish names are kind of crazy. I don't know how you pronounce that. Like my relative that from Ireland, her name is Grania. But it's spelled like Geraint.
Evan and Co. His significant other, pretty Irish. Her sister's name is Aoife, and it's like all vowels.
Yeah, they like mixing them up over there.
Yeah, it's like five vowels and one consonant.
Yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff.
I don't recognize a ton of the. Oh, dude, you know who's in Brave? That'll make you watch it.
Who's that?
Your boy.
Okay, interested.
Craig Ferguson.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. I love Craig Ferguson.
He's a good. I could see him being a great cartoon character actor.
Yeah, he's got a very cartoonish accent.
Yeah.
I think he lays it on thick for the American audiences.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure he wasn't shy in this movie. Yeah, I don't know. Why haven't I heard more about this movie? Because I feel like, I mean, Frozen was the big one. But even like Tangled, I heard about that a little bit. I really haven't heard about this one.
I don't know. I mean, I haven't heard about it because it's just, I don't know about any of them. But
Zootopia,
for you,
that's a good flick.
I've seen Zootopia.
Okay.
In the background when Katie's cousins were around.
We used to put that on for the dog.
Oh, for Noodle?
Yeah.
Did Noodle like it?
Oh, I mean, he didn't dislike it. Otherwise, we wouldn't put it on for him.
Did he sit and watch it? That'd be funny.
Like half. Like he'd tune in to a couple. I mean, there are animals on the screen. Like A plus B. Like if he sees a dog commercial, like dogs are smart enough to do that. So like I don't know. He puts it together. He would tune in every now and then. So I mean,
the only time Zimmer ever tuned into the TV was Dr. Phil intro and outro and 1-800-EMPIRE today, and he went fucking ballistic. We were Zimmer trained us to change the channel if the Empire carpet commercial
Right.
came on. It was like, quick, get it before they do the jingle, because he fucking hates it.
Good instincts.
Yeah. How's your weekend?
How was my weekend? Now I'm looking at the cast of Frozen right now. My weekend was good. Did like I'd call it a birthday celebration with former roommate Jeff, but we had some drinks and we have a friend out here who's a pretty big Duke fan. So they were all excited for Duke, North Carolina. So we watched some of that. And then yesterday was kind of, take a little bit to recover and get back into that pod life.
Yeah, you posted a picture of you in a cowboy hat saying things got pretty messed up.
Yeah, well, I wore my my old man powerful Yankee shirt, just a polo with the Yankees logo on it. But Jeff and I had a pretty good laugh because he just turned 30, and like he came out. I was wearing my Yankees polo. He was wearing a Green Bay Packers polo, and I was like, "Well, we're just those guys now, huh?" Like the sex appeal has left the building. But yeah, and then I was wearing. I have an obnoxious like wicker Vandy hat, Vanderbilt, go Doors.
Go Doors.
And I kind of wanted to wear that as a joke. I hadn't worn it in a while, A. And B, it was like the big last weekend of college basketball before the conference tournament. So you had all these rivalry games. And so I put on my Vandy hat. And I don't know, it makes you a little bit of a target. Yeah. So then this woman with a fantastic cowboy hat came over and says, "I love your hat, let's trade." And in our rule book, there's no saying no to that.
You have to trade, yes.
Shirt swap. Yeah.
This look in your eyes, Jake, brought me back. Haven't seen that in a while.
Oh no, that's acting. We'd been out for like I had one beer in me at that point. That's
you look super Jake. Tired, Jake.
Tired of the woman. She was pretty obnoxious. But yeah, it was a solid weekend, and we're back at it.
Nice.
How was your weekend?
I mean, it wasn't good nor bad. It wasn't a weekend.
It wasn't a weekend.
Yeah, we recorded a lot. I worked a lot trying to get this new site and everything up and running, but it's good, I guess. I don't know. Katie cleaned my office last night because it smelled terrible. Zimmer lives in here,
right,
sleeping nonstop, and he's kind of like a human. Well, he's a dog, so he's not a human.
Yeah, he's mostly a dog.
He's a dog fart bag. Like he's just a smelly dude. Throws up a lot, and apparently. He's thrown up a couple times that I missed. I was in the zone, didn't catch it.
To be fair, you've called me a dog fart bag a few times, so.
Well, a human fart bag.
Oh, a dog fart bag.
Anyway, Katie cleaned this office, so that's nice. But now I know that I'm gonna look for something at some point, and I have no idea where it is, and that's gonna frustrate me for a little bit. But the niceness of cleaning the office outweighs that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Not sure about the fart bag aspect, but yeah, homie don't play that game.
What game?
Organized mess.
I'm an organized. Like Katie will look at my desk and be like, "That's not organized at all," and I'm like, "I know where everything is right now because I put it in the same spot. It just doesn't look organized." But so like we had an agreement, like you can't touch my desk because those things I use every single day, and like I know that my cup probably shouldn't go here, and the remote probably shouldn't go there, but that's where I keep them because that's where my hands go. Yeah. But I'm organized in a really weird way.
Okay.
But my couch was gross. I just threw everything on there whenever I had extra stuff.
Right. That's fair game.
Yeah, so I don't know where she put it all. We'll figure it out. Do we want to rank our weekend, rank our days? How do we want to do this?
I think we have to rank Friday. I think we got to try to remember.
Yeah, it's going to be tough unless something big happens. I'm just going to give it a 5 right now because I don't remember what I did.
Yeah, I mean, I
Oh,
think
it was a big record day. We recorded 4 PPPs, and we recorded an interview, and we recorded Jomboy and Jake Radio.
yeah. Okay, so I'm kind of remembering now because I was by the time we were done with everything because I did some food review stuff, so I haven't really talked about that. We'll maybe we'll get there another time. But yeah, I like crushed Friday up until like 4 p.m. or so, and then I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get the good workout in, and I'm gonna go to bed early. Went to yoga Saturday morning, namaste, baby. Um, But so Friday, I had one of those like, all right, so I did a lot of good. Let's like just hammer it. So like if we want to order froyo tonight or something like I can do anything if I get a good workout in after the day I just had. So I take some pre-workout and I was like, you know what? Let me sometimes I like to play a couple rounds of Rocket League. It's this kind of nerdy video game, but it's a good pre-workout game. Like you play three it's basically soccer with cars. It sounds really dumb. I was against it at first. I started playing it. It's good entertainment. It's Jim, what I would say is it's like the enjoyability of FIFA when you used to play it, like just playing someone else in FIFA, but it has the quickness of an NHL video game. Like the games go by quick, they're competitive, they're fun. Boom.
Okay.
So
Rocket League.
I take some pre-workout, play a couple games of Rocket League. Next thing you know, I got caught up. I think I started doing some baseball stuff on my computer. And then the lady came home. And so I just had the pre-workout going through my body and I didn't work out because I forget if we started making dinner or what we did. So, and the crazier thing is it didn't even have like a big effect on me. It was a getting older moment. I was like, okay,
Growing up's weird. Took some pre-workout and then played some video games.
Yeah, exactly. It's pretty pathetic, but yeah, I think that's I thought about writing it down in my stand-up jokes. Let's just be like, you find out you get old in different ways with different generations. Mine was taking pre-workout and just being so tired that it had no effect on me.
So what are you ranking your Friday?
I'm going 6 flat.
All right, so we both just did exactly what our standard day is.
No, I came down from my standard day.
You said your standard day was a 6, and then you went up to 6.1 last time.
Right, so I came down.
Yes, but your standard day is a 6.
Well, is that the average so far? Or is that what I said a standard day would be? A standard goal of my day is to have a 6.
Yeah, that's what you said. You said your standard average day is a 6.
That's my goal for every day.
Okay, we can change it to your goal if you want. My average day is a 5, and I had an average day. A lot of recording, then a lot of working. So
there you go.
Was that daylight savings time? Yeah, it was.
It happened this weekend. It happened going into Sunday. It happened yesterday.
It did? I thought it happened the other day. But yeah, you might be right.
Yeah.
I can't remember. Let's go into some sports.
Okay.
So, Zim's up. He's stretching. He's doing his morning stretches. And he's out. Ooh, the Jets are seen as favorites to land Le'Veon Bell, according to Peter King, who says this according to what he has heard from quote-unquote smart football people. Libor Hajek scored his first goal for the Rangers. Congrats, Libor. Livin' Libor Loca. You think that's going to be what they play every time he scores? Alex Cora, manager of the Red Sox, says that Pete Alonso, player for the Mets, is probably the best hitter in Florida right now. And the Mets' Yoenis Cespedes, Jake, is cleared to take his first step towards return. My dad's Iona Gales are in the championship tonight. They may be dancing. They have to beat the Mammoths. I forget their real name.
remix.
Yeah, a little remix there.
That was nice.
It was nice.
It's the Monmouth Mammoths.
Is that what they're? It can't be what they are.
It's not, but it should be. Like, total miss.
Yeah, total miss.
You guys blew it.
Yeah,
you guys absolutely blew it. Yeah, I remember. What was it a girl we went to high school with was applying there, and I mean, it's just too easy. It'd be like, oh, the Mammoths. I'd be like, no, that's not it. But I mean, there's no stopping that once the ball gets rolling.
Yeah. How do you like their actual name? Is what, the Eagles or something like that?
It's
Hawks.
a bird.
Hawks.
On the Hawks. That's so boring.
How about this Peter King report? I mean, we're gonna gloss over this, but
Sure.
I was like, oh, Jets seen his favorite slam, Le'Veon Bell. Cool. Who said this? Because I've learned now, when like following the Yankees closely, I can't just, for other sports, I can't just take headlines at face value.
Right.
It's like, okay.
I think football, and I guess it's kind of like baseball a little bit too, but I think football, like, the elimination game is a lot easier. Like what Le'Veon Bell is going to be paid as a running back, a lot of teams kind of just wouldn't pay that for a running back. So like you need like a cheap quarterback, and they have that in Sam Darnold. Le'Veon is clearly someone who wanted to be a star and in the spotlight. So if you get him in New York and he does well, he wants that. And they have like a ton of cap space. So I think like there is probably 3 to 5 teams that were actually options for Le'Veon Bell, and the Jets are one of them. So I don't know exactly what leader means, but also people like Darnold, man.
Yeah. I just laughing because I clicked the link. Okay, who said this? And it was an NBC Sports article, and I was like, okay, let me find the writer's name so I can say according to this writer.
Right.
I found the writer's name, but then I saw in the thing it said according to Peter King, who said that according to smart people he heard, according to smart football people, he heard this. So the grapevine there is I'm presenting you a story from NBC Sports, who's presenting you a story from Peter King, who's presenting you what he heard from quote unquote smart football people. That's the news. That's how it works.
I heard the news today. Oh boy. Shout out to Peter Keeman. Hey, shout out to Big Cat, man. When I clicked the link, they had one of those video windows pop up, and it's them interviewing Big Cat, like, seriously. Like they have an interview with him talking about NFL free agency. So
yeah, he did that on Chicago Sports for. It's not Chicago Sports. I'm guessing it's like NBC.
No,
Sports.
it's NBC Sports.
That's cool. Yeah, I like the more serious side of Big Cat way more. Like I like him on Yak and the Rundown and all that.
Sure.
And like these appearances. Well, good for him. I love that he wears that jacket that he's been wearing.
Yeah, it's strong play, strong look.
He's been wearing that for like 7 years now.
Speaking of strong looks, Jim, Libor Hajek.
I gotta look at a picture of him. That's what you're telling me.
Libor Hajek. No,
okay.
His name feels like. Is it an anagram where the letters are scrambled and you have to figure out what the name actually is?
Could be.
Because that's what Libor Hajek sounds like. It's like, okay.
We have it in all caps on our sheet right now, and it really does look like that. So let's try and make one real quick. You got Jake in there. Hajek. So Jake Boyle.
Bolahor. Yeah. The H is really killing us.
What about Jake H. Boyle?
21 years old.
Oh, I figured it out. Jake H. Broyle.
You did figure it out. 21-year-old Czech guy, second-round pick in 2016, Jim. So,
good job. Do you care about any of this else? Do you care about Peter Alonso having a really good spring and Alex Cora saying so?
I just had a kind of a moment of realization. that the Mets first base job, we haven't really drawn the parallels to the Yankees first base job, which is supposedly a competition, but Dominic Smith is the one that did the sleep apnea stuff. We talked about that last week. He was a decent prospect. Peter Alonso's a big prospect. I wonder what's going on in the Mets forums. Do they want one of those guys to start and one to be in AAA? Do they want both on the team? Do they not want both on the team? I don't know.
Is Frazier out? Is he on the DL to start the season?
Todd.
Because I thought he was the first baseman.
Who's on third?
Lowry.
Jed's playing third?
We got Cano at second. Maybe Jed's playing short and Rosario's.
Oh, they like Ahmed. Yeah, I don't know. Frazier's dealing with a strained oblique. It looks like has he played spring training? No, I don't think so. So, I mean, maybe they want, because I think Alonso's a righty. So I don't know. Maybe they want Smith because I think he can be from the left side of the plate. I don't know. We need our Talking Mets correspondent to come in on that.
Yeah, Tebow can always come up and play too.
Well, yeah, Jim. He's outfielder / pitcher. You know.
Yeah, but once Jose Canseco gets a hold of him, it's golden.
Alonso with batting .414, 3 homers, a 1.2 OPS. The dude's hitting. He's 23. He's 24. And he's ranked right now pre-2019 the number 40th prospect by Baseball Prospectus. So I don't know. I'm guessing. Well, it's the Mets, so I don't know. I don't want to overstep my boundary, but I was gonna say I'm assuming they want Alonso to start in AAA and then come up when it's right. Dominic Smith having a big spring too. A couple first base battles and Todd Frazier in New York.
Couple first base battles. I want to talk about Jose Canseco. I realize this is probably something that everyone's going to be talking about, and we aren't yet. So Jose Canseco called out Alex Rodriguez, said he's cheating on J-Lo with his ex-wife, says he has proof, all that stuff. I'm not interested in that.
Right.
Because that just seems like, shut up, Canseco. If you're correct, you're an asshole for doing it in the way you're doing it. If you're wrong, you're an asshole times 10. So it's like an asshole off. I scroll down his timeline to be like, what else does Canseco tweet? I'm not going to follow him, but like maybe once every 6 months, I'll just go check in.
Right.
The Tebow stuff was cracking me up, Jake.
Yeah.
It was 5 days ago, so we missed it. But look at this. Tim Tebow, let me help you with your swing. I just saw one of your bats. You have no rhythm right now, and you're too rotational. I will help you for free. I'm a fan of yours. That's nice. With a hint of mean.
Yeah, with a hint of crazy. That's what everything he does. He's crossed that threshold that anything he does is almost insanity.
Yeah.
Like your initial reaction is insanity.
Then he goes, Tim Tebow, you're never going to make it to the major leagues with that swing, and I'm here to help you, buddy. That's nice, but also a little bit mean.
Right. Right.
If I could hit a softball 500 feet at the age of 55, you can hit 40 home runs in the major leagues if you let me help you. Yes, I'm talking to you, Tim Tebow.
Just a reminder, if anyone's forgotten, I'm still talking about you, Tim Tebow.
Tim Tebow, let me teach you the art of power hitting and the technique of psychological behind it. Tim Tebow, will you let me help you if you can hit a baseball? Tim Tebow, will you let me help you if I can hit a softball further than you can hit a baseball? So, Jose Canseco's crazy, but some of those made me laugh. But he's now said he's going to take a polygraph to prove that Alex Rodriguez is cheating. It's like, Jose, you're a bad guy.
Yeah, I mean, hey, maybe he's saving J-Lo.
Even if he is, there's much nicer ways to do it.
Yeah. It's the internet, man. You talked about Pro Football Focus saying Peter King got a report from smart NFL guys.
Yeah.
Well, report to this guy, Jose Canseco. He just couldn't find his avenue.
Jose Canseco, you can tweet from Jose Canseco for relatively cheap. I think it's like $200. And then he'll promote whatever you have. Like you'll draft up a tweet and he'll tweet out. So maybe that's what someone's doing.
Could also be that.
Maybe A-Rod, maybe J-Lo's ex-lover is paying Jose Canseco to tweet these out.
Wow.
Crack the case, huh?
Yeah.
Let's go to national sports.
Ooh, Jimmy, sell that team, sir. A Knicks fan yells that at James Dolan. James Dolan threatens to kick him out of his building. Good times to be a Knicks fan. NFL news, Jim Day, Danny Amendola, your doppelganger, signs with Detroit, the Lions. He's reunited with Matt Patricia, former defensive coordinator, when they were both at the Patriots. Jack Grealish was punched. A fan ran onto the field and assaulted him in the Birmingham-Aston Villa match. King Felix is mad he won't start opening day. Me too, King Felix. Jim, we've had Liberty, Gardner Webb, Bradley, Murray State are going to the dance. We got a couple championship games today. The big trade this weekend, Jim, Antonio Brown from the Pittsburgh Steelers to John Gruden's Oakland Raiders. I got to tell you what, man, a 3rd and a 5th round pick for this guy. I'm making that deal.
Did you steal the James Dolan, or did I copy and paste it into the wrong part of the sheet?
You did you had a couple Knicks things in the wrong part. You had Peter Alonso and Ioannis in the national news too, and I've so mentally blocked out James Dolan and the Knicks that I just assumed, because it was national news.
I thought I had all those. I put them in the wrong spot.
Yeah, they were on the natty.
I bet. Well, you already talked about James Dolan all on Talking Knicks that just came out today. Go check that out. Yeah. So I'm going to say what I want to say.
Okay.
You've already said it all. It's funny. I like the entertainment of it all. He shouldn't actually be kicked out of the stadium forever. I don't know. Did he ever get any punishment? Did he get kicked out at all?
I forget. I don't even know. I don't think he did. No, he did kick them out. Yes.
Okay. Well, if he kicked him out just for that game, I still think it's funny.
Right.
Okay, but the James Dolan went about it in a bad way. The guy, James Dolan's walking off the field with a bunch of 20-year-old girls off the court. And this guy says, "Sell the team." I'm anti-yelling at games.
Sure.
But I don't care if you yell, "Sell the team." Maybe it was good advice. Maybe you'll make a great profit. Sell the team.
Right?
You'll enjoy life more. You go on vacations more.
The market's good.
You don't have a hassle. Sell the team. But if James Dolan never broke stride, Jake, and just said, "You're out of here," it would have been awesome. But he walked over.
I would have liked that.
I would have liked it. It would have been badass.
Yeah.
Never broke stride, but heard it. Didn't even look at him. Just pointed his finger. "You're out."
You're out. Yeah, that would have been great.
Instead, he walked over and he was like, "You can't say that. You're mean."
He threw on a big shit-eating grin.
You're mean. I'm gonna kick you out now.
He's successfully had the Knicks be one of the worst teams in the league for 20 years. So
boom. Anyway, so now I've talked about it.
You talked about it. It's out. What do we like here?
I like the fan running on the field, punching that guy in the face.
You like that?
I like being the story of it. I don't like that it happened.
Okay. Yeah. Bad look. Bad look.
Can't do that. Did you see the security guard? Security guard tackled him after the punch. Where were you, dude?
Yeah. He had the angle, man.
The security guard was jogging in the background. Okay, he's probably not going to punch him. Let me just get there quietly.
we got another one. Oh, no, he did punch him. Yeah, really bad, and everyone is mad that the fans were cheering and stuff, which I get it, but at the same time, think about what's going on. Everyone's been sipping on a couple Barleys, a couple pints before the big match. Someone runs on the field and punches one of the guys on the opponent that you hate. I mean, you got a couple beers in you. You're letting out a yeah. Like you don't support it, but
power of the crowd is ruthless. An individual may be calm and cool-headed, but a crowd is ruthless, man. That's how gladiators work. You just put a crowd of people and you just fucking kill them, and then they kill them, and you're like, oh shit, fuck, did we do that?
Happened.
As a crowd, did we do that? Did we make that happen?
Maximus. What do you think about me and King Felix not getting the start on opening day?
He hasn't been good for a while. Who's going to get the start? That's what I was trying to think. Who are the Mariners pitchers? Do they have the lefty, or do they not have the lefty anymore?
But Paxton, he's on the Yankees now.
Yeah, but they have the other guy, the Wade LeBlanc. Wasn't he on? Oh, blanking.
That's Matthew LeBlanc, and he's Joey from Friends.
Well, I know that, but I thought the Yankees traded a LeBlanc over there. Yeah, he's their fifth starter right now. So it looks like Gonzalez is going to be their opening day starter.
Marco, what do you know?
I don't know anything about Marco Gonzalez.
Yeah, they've got interesting. They've got 6 SP.
You're Coochie.
Yeah, my boy, the Uchi Kikuchi. He's in town. Yeah, Wade in the water, LeBlanc. Yeah, interested.
I mean, why is King Felix mad? Who cares about opening day, dude? I guess he does. So just give it to him.
Yeah, he kind of does. And, I mean, for him, I think I've done this before, because normally you and I, we don't really care about the rotation stuff. But, like, King Felix has probably started, I mean, how many opening days for them? I mean, it's probably like, it's got to be in the 10, 12 range. Which, I mean, at a certain point, like, that's just cool. Like, if your first day of Mariners baseball every year for over a decade has been with King Felix on the mound. I think Mariner fans would be like, hey, well, we just wish you were still good.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Like, there's a little bit of a romantic hint to it, but, like, you haven't been good, dude. Like, at all.
He was so good for a while.
Yeah. Yeah, it's Father Time catches up with everyone, James.
I guess this is the day I'm going to do it. There's always a day right around before. Usually it's when I draft for fantasy baseball. I'm not doing fantasy baseball this year. Where I go around the league, especially the AL, and just look at their depth chart for pitchers and just be shocked by, like, whoa.
Yeah.
Who? Whoa. Oh, okay. Okay, I got to figure out these people. So the Mariners, we got Gonzalez, Kikuchi, Leak, Hernandez, LeBlanc.
Justice.
He's starting in AAA.
Is he?
Yeah.
I don't know about that. That's not what I've been reading on the Mariner boards, man.
Article I just read said he was.
Mariner boards. Yeah, you're Mariners this year. Malik Smith, Mitch Haniger, Kyle Seager, Edwin Encarnacion, Jay Bruce, Domingo Santana, Omar Narvaez, J.P. Crawford, and D. Gordon. Let's go, Nerds.
Nah, they're not going to be good.
Okay, they'll be bad. They're the Mariners. Don't they have the longest missed playoff streak in sports or something like that?
I think so. And it's actually a streak that makes me feel old because it's like 2003 or something like that. I'm like, whoa, that's the longest streak? Yeah,
maybe it's like, 01, 03, something like that. Like Ichiro, Edgar. But yeah, come on, Seattle. I think this is the year they clap loud enough to do it, you know?
I'm confused. I thought they were tanking this year, but they're also trying.
I think they're going to do a fake try and maybe see if they have any magic. But so a lot of those guys I said, could be traded easily. Like Jay Bruce is a deadline trade every year. Like someone will talk themselves into Edwin Encarnacion. So that's probably the biggest Mariners update you're going to get from us this year.
I'm at the longest droughts in MLB. And there's just so many different versions of this. Major League pennant drought, league championship appearance droughts, World Series drought, but then there's 5 categories within those categories for each category. Longest current postseason droughts. That's what we're looking for. Seattle Mariners, 2001 ALCS.
Crazy.
And then the Miami Marlins, 2003 World Series. Yeah, that's crazy. Chicago White Sox, 08. Yo,
yeah.
MLB's got great parity.
Parity.
So in 10 years, 26 teams have made the playoffs. Pretty good, considering that the MLB doesn't have a lot. It's not like the NHL and NBA where half the league gets in.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point.
Cool.
That's a good point.
Go MLB, go.
Go MLB, go MLB,
Oh,
go.
I called the half, but did we want to call the half? I mean, do you want to talk about Antonio Brown?
The Antonio Brown thing's kind of good, and something we've kind of been pushing on this show, Jim, is the John Gruden actual like rebuild. And they traded Amari Cooper away for like a first-round pick and something else. And now they got Antonio Brown for a 3rd and a 5th. So, like, I don't know. There's still a chance, and everyone wrote him off. But, like...
I didn't write... Put me on the board as never writing...
I know. That's it. You and I. We've been talking about it. So, it's really interesting now. Derek Carr, your boy, is the wild card at this point.
Yeah, are they going to keep him or are they going to trade him?
I don't know. Like, I think they're going to keep him because I don't know who the solution would be. But yeah, I mean, there's a world where he plays good again and he has Antonio Brown. There's a world where Antonio Brown chews him up and spits him out day one. And that's 90% chance of the world that we'll be seeing. So
yeah. Interesting factor on Antonio Brown I was reading is someone said when you look at teams that would take on Antonio Brown, you can't look at teams that don't have an established quarterback because with Antonio Brown, you'll never have an established quarterback that's not already established.
Right.
That's an interesting thing because he's just going to chew your quarterback up and be a dick. So your quarterback already has to command some respect of the team. Otherwise, if Antonio Brown comes and they're both battling for command of the huddle, like Antonio Brown's just going to be, he's going to trump his way into top.
And is
guy.
It like, are Antonio Brown and Marshawn Lynch going to be best friends or mortal enemies? There's not really a middle area there.
No, man. Marshawn Lynch is just about that action, boss.
Amen. Same.
Honestly, Marshawn Lynch isn't that much of a distraction off the field.
No, he's not at all. But I think it's like a fair statement. Like, Marshawn's either going to be all about Antonio Brown and be able to like reel him in a little bit and make it kind of the fun Raiders, or he's going to be like, I hate everything Antonio Brown is about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the opposite. I loved that. I loved that Marshawn Lynch interview. I know everyone did.
It's beast mode. And click, I put a video link in there. Click that bad boy.
It's an ESPN video, so I'm pretty cautious.
I want to get your opinion on it. It's one of those dunks. It's an alley-oop dunk where the guy basically he kind of throws it in the hoop instead of the dunk. Like we saw Blake Griffin and a couple of guys have them. And I wasn't a fan of them, but this one is dirty. It's Derek White, nothing for you. You don't even appreciate any of it.
No, it's a video like ESPN like website sucks, so it's not even playing yet.
Okay.
Who is it? Let me find this on YouTube. Derek Jones Jr.
Yeah, Derek Jones Jr. He known as a dunker, but this one's pretty silly.
Derek Jones Jr. dunk. And we're searching.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I don't know if this is gonna work. Oh, here's the ESPN one didn't work because ESPN has like 1 million ads on their site. That just sucks.
5-second ad. Okay, we'll cover it another day.
No, but the 5-second ad won't play because I have ad blocker on, and then it's a whole issue.
Oh.
Well, I'm gonna give it one more try.
Well, I just watched it again, and I like it. Back to you guys in the booth.
12 feet in the air. Show me the actual dunk. They're pausing it and doing graphics on the screen. This is a nightmare.
Tough.
It looks like he goes full out like spread spider in the air. That's what I'm paused at. That looks cool.
It was cool. I normally don't like those dunks. I wanted to get a little more of a natural reaction out of you, but
this
another time.
I hate ESPN.com. It's terrible, terrible website.
Tough.
How about Liberty and Garden Webb and Bradley? Gag said Bradley was going to win.
Dancing Murray State, John Morant, man.
Who you want to win, Wofford?
We called that.
If Wofford loses to what's UNC Greensboro? Is that who they're playing?
Yeah.
I think that'd be a huge, huge upset because Wofford's ranked.
Right? Yeah, Wofford's ranked, and they're going to be in the dance, so it would be one of those taking away a tournament seeds. I never know why conferences don't throw those games. Like, if you're that conference, be like, yo, Wofford, we'll give you $100,000. Let UNC Greensboro go into the tournament so our conference can say we got 2 teams in.
That's a good call. I mean, there is you want to win the conference, so you want if you think you're not going to win in the tournament, then you want to at least say you won the conference. But yeah, I wonder if that's happened before. It's had to have been discussed before.
It's had to have been discussed.
2 coaches, it's easier to recruit if we both get in.
Like, I'll stop recruiting this player we're both after if you let us win this game and go to the dance. He's yours.
Yeah, I like it. The Liberty versus Lipscomb game was pretty good. There was a classic dive that I posted on Twitter where the refs were just like, nah, embellishment. Didn't call a thing. That kid was the hero, James. The announcers, I know that they're just doing nice announcer things, Jake. Well, actually, I don't. I'll ask you. This is
okay.
They were like, we'll see if Lipscomb gets a bid. We'll have to wait.
I think Lipscomb was actually on the bubble.
That doesn't make sense to me because all the big conferences, wouldn't the top 5 schools from all the big conferences be better than Lipscomb?
Dude, it's kind of college basketball is in a weird spot, man. Dude, look at we just said that Wofford is ranked. We've had these teams pop up that have been ranked this year that you're like, what? But yeah, man, there's some serious teams. I mean, Murray State was on the Belmont's been ranked this year. Utah State, Furman was ranked. Just these kind of weird schools, but they win a ton of games. And now I think what it is, Jim, this is the geeks getting involved a little bit. Because you're right. If these teams played in the, Big 12 or Big 10 every night, they probably wouldn't look as good. But the advanced analytics and all this stuff say that they can play with these teams and they can blah, blah, blah. So
I didn't know if the announcers were just being kind.
But I mean, it's also the NCAA basketball product is pretty lesser. I mean, if you're a real NBA talent, you're a one and done. There's no middle area anymore. I think the top 15 picks in the draft last year, I think all of them were one and done or foreigners. So if you stay for a sophomore season, it's almost like you're not good.
Yeah.
So I think, and that's where, if you get a Wofford team or, a Belmont team that's got a bunch of seniors and you have 1 or 2 guys that are good, I think, your team can contend or be better than they would have been in the past.
Okay. That makes sense. I thought the announcers were just being super nice, and I was like, they won't get a bid. That makes sense, but maybe they will. And then we'll have 2 schools from whatever conference that is.
Yeah, I mean, as of March 10th, they were kind of considered a long shot if they didn't win the conference. So their big win this year was at TCU, which okay.
Yeah, okay.
Cool.
All right, next up we have a big announcement and a little guest interview on Jomboy and Jake Radio. I think I'm just going to throw it right there to that.
Okay.
And then we'll. Oh no, I'm not. I'm going to read. All right, we're going to throw it to an interview right now with Bobby from Simple Man Radio, who's joining the crew here at Jomboy Media. More content and more daily episodes and all that. Here is a little conversation with him about them, and stay around because afterwards we're going to do Bet of the Day. So here's Bobby. Boom. Interview. We'll come back. All right, and now...
Bet of the day, it's the bet of the day. Bet of the day, bet of the day.
All right, bet of the day. Jakey made a big mistakey on Friday and lost the over. Over was 233. Warriors Nuggets, I think it landed at 227. Warriors won big. I think you wanted, the other was taking the Warriors to win big. But we went with the over. We went with the over instead.
I thought the Nuggies were going to have a little more fight. They had one. Dude, it's what's insane about the Warriors. If you have like one bad 4-minute stretch, you're just done. And they had that, and the game's over. It's insane. It's not a surprise. I thought we were going to get some more putts. We got close at the end there. Because for a while, it really wasn't looking pretty, but then buckets started going down. It's like, okay, one or two miscellaneous threes here. We're in the money, but no deuce, no dice.
Are you worried? You're 3 for your last 12. Is that a cold stretch?
I didn't know that, and you're gonna have to show me the tape on it because I'm calling BS.
You have the sheet.
But I'm not looking at it, and I can't see it.
Well, I'm not lying. You're 3 for your last 12.
Well, okay. Well, again, choose not to believe it. I was 2 for 3 last week? No?
2 for 3, yep. 0 for 3 the week before, and then the week before that, you were 2 and 3, which would make you 4 for your last 13.
You suspect!
Nothing changed.
It was 4. You just said it was 3.
Yes, but one of those wins was Monday. So if you eliminate that, it's 3 for your last 12, 4 for your last 13.
Carry the 1. Doesn't matter, Jim, because you got to get that way out. You got to get that out before March Madness.
Okay,
that's how that works.
I'm on the colder stretch than you, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Well, I'm worried about you. That's what I kind of want to talk about. I'm very concerned about you.
No, you don't.
Every day.
Oh, thanks.
I'm worried about you.
I appreciate that.
Thank you. That's all I need to hear. Jim, sometimes you just gotta kick it. Okay?
Kick it.
You know what I'm saying?
I never had no pumpkin pie. Kick it.
Kick it. Jim, we're going with the conference tournament bet. And we're going to Gonzaga, baby.
Okay.
Gonzaga Pepperdine tonight.
At Pepperdine?
No, it's the conference tournament.
Oh, so there's no home away.
Correct. And Jim, Pepperdine's caught in a little magic, okay? They're 16 and 17 on the season, but they've just won 2 conference tournament games. They upset Loyola Marymount, and they beat Pacific, your Pacific, in what was essentially like an even matchup. Like they were 2 of the lesser teams in the league. Jim, Gonzaga's favored by 24.
Oh, fuck. That's a big spread.
I'm taking Pepperdine. It's just March, baby. Like, I think Pepperdine will hit a couple shots. Gonzaga will get a little nervous for a second. Then they'll run away with it. But they're not getting to 24 against... At this point of March, that's way too many points unless it's a 1 versus 16 game.
Well, it's a 1 versus 8 or whatever.
I'm just saying Pepperdine and Colby Ross, who's averaging 19.4 points per game and 7.2 assists this season. Colby's going to have a day. This is his like last moment to try to do something for the Waves this year.
Couple weeks
24 is
ago,
too many points.
a couple weeks ago, they beat them by 28. So that's where the line's coming from.
Right.
That's a huge line.
The huge line.
And if you think about what Pepperdine is fighting for, it's not just a regular season game. It's like
they got nothing to lose.
It's a lot of these guys on Pepperdine's last game of their career if they're losing.
Right.
So might as well play to the fucking buzzer and give it hell.
Right.
I wanted to be all over Gonzaga. And if it was anything under 20, I think I would be.
Right. That's how they get you.
These motherfuckers at Vegas, man.
Yeah.
But he's smart. Jake is stupid, but he's smart.
I keep agreeing with you and keep losing. But
I'm starting to think we're going to get laughed at and Zags win by 35. But I'm just feeling the Pepperdine Waves today.
I mean, we suck. All right. Go Pepperdine.
Go Pepperdine.
What's their mascot?
I think they're the Waves.
They're the Waves?
That's what, yeah.
Okay. Cover. I love like I'm in basketball mode now. Like yesterday I had the games on. I don't care much for regular season basketball or NC or college basketball. But once conference tournament season comes and then March Madness, I love watching it.
Oh, Jim, this is a lock.
Why?
Pepperdine's head coach is Lorenzo Romar, former coach of Washington, UW. So he's just been saving it for the tourney. This is free money.
If you lose, lose your 500 record, which is there's a lot on the line for you.
I've never been below 500, right? Or no, I haven't been below 500 for a long time.
Yeah, I think you started off.
Yeah.
You haven't been below 500 since January 29th.
Wow. Never again.
If you lose today, you'll be 21-21.
I'm going to win.
You're going to win. Okay, he's going to win. Here's the Brave song. You like the Brave song? It's Irish Week.
This part sounds like, I wish that I knew what I know now when I was younger.
I don't know about that.
Then from there, it goes Irish.
This is very Irish.
Yes.